Got my homies, the Menu, on the line, hailing from New Jersey, man. Let me tell you, this group is fire. A brother and sister group consisting of SJP and Lydia, man. The Menu's in the building, man. So, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing out there in NJ?
I'm great. How are you?
We are good. Glad to be on the air with my dude, B.O.S.S. We had to realize that.
Yeah, like I said before, we had to go through. To get that album, we had to go through.
Basically, we had a lot of ups and downs as the Menu. And it wasn't all just, a lot of it was our fault because we just wasn't where we were supposed to be in Christ. You know what I'm saying? We had to mature to get that album done. I promise you.
Everything, if you listen to every song is like a diary entry. Every song, like, if you don't know us, you'll find out a lot about us by just listening to our music, because it tells everything. The album is so strict. Trust me.
I felt like she didn't care about me. What she cared about was the persona, SJP. She just wanted to be seen in public with SJP and blah, blah, blah. She didn't care about me. She kept like, and you know, and with me, whoever I deal with, I care about them. I'm not the player type. I'm not. And I don't get it when somebody trying to be a player type with, and just trying to, not, you know what, let me not say player type. Want to be a groupie.
I mean, you're very angry.
Am I still angry, boss?
I think we got to get him a Christian girl. I think we got to
get him. No, she claimed to be Christian. And that's the funny part. But you know, let me just go to the song. Go to the song.
Alright. Oh, yeah, man.
I was going through and, you know, I was acting up and I went and I got a piercing in my face. And, you know, other people might not think it's a big deal. They're just like, oh, she's going through a phase and blah, 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 blah. No, it was the biggest deal in the world. Like, oh, my goodness, people are going to look at you and then want it. And at the time, I'm like, what? Can I just live my life? And, I know I'm making mistakes and all that kind of stuff, but, let me be, leave me alone. And it wasn't like that. As I got older, I understood, like, okay, you can be somebody else's or like you can make somebody else really mess up. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're watching you, seeing what you're doing, and they're like, okay, wait, if she's doing it and she's the pastor's daughter, why can't we do it? You understand what I'm saying? If it's not possible for Lydia to live right and her father's a pastor, how is it going to be possible for me to live right? You understand what I'm saying? And so I was like, yo, just spit on the I was like, oh, that's all right.
I was like, yo, I want you to be dead silent for most of the joint, because that's going to add to the hilarity of it. I just want you to be dead silent. I'm going to be the loud one. I'm going to be real crazy, like I'm just mad, pissed off, and then you're just going to be there, and you're just going to be very calm, cool, collected. Then when it's your turn to express yourself, don't do nothing, just spit, and then just sit there, and just look. And that's going to be hilarious. Like,
so I put my pajamas back on. I'm like, okay. I didn't call him and ask him where he was or whatnot. I was just, okay. So all I know is another hour goes by and he just pulls up and it's just acting like nothing never happened, knocking on my door. So I just sat on the couch and watched them knock on the door over and over again. I didn't answer the door. So that's when I came up with, you don't want to call me no more, but just at my front door, begging me to let you in, nobody's at home.
I just feel bad for anybody that get on y'all's bad side, because y'all just make a song about them. Like, yo, if I get on y'all's bad side, can y'all just come talk to me about it, please, man? Don't make no song about me, yo. Call me up. Y'all got my cell phone. Shoot me an email like, yo, boss, man, I really wasn't feeling when you did this. Let's talk about it, man. I do not want to be the inspiration on your next album, for real.
It's very therapeutic to write a song instead of following your instincts. That's crazy. Most gospel music is like the preacher's sermon in church. It's a song. And our music is more a layman's testimony put to song. Like it's all church. It's a different part of the church service. We're not putting the sermons to song. We're putting the testimony to song. The testimonies help people just as much as the sermon does. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with putting the sermon in there and that too, but for the most part, we're not preachers, so we not gonna come and preach. We're more of we just want people to hit people on the relatable, just life level. Like, we want to talk about life, and so we just put our testimony. Since we're not preachers, and we're really not good at preaching that. Our dad is good at preaching because he's a pastor, but we're not preachers. I know what we can do, though. We can definitely tell you our testimony, and we can get to reach you through our testimony.
And also, I think when I was younger, I wish I could have listened to a song like Conviction and understood that the flesh is weak. Just because you're a Christian it doesn't mean that you don't have certain feelings. It just means that you fight the feelings that you feel. And not even by yourself. You need God to fight the feelings that you feel because the flesh is weak. Your spirit man has to be strong. You have to make sure you're prayed up, you're fasting, you're reading your word, so that anytime a situation like that comes, you're ready for it.
It's for the
you know what I mean?
spirit.
And you feel
The situation. But if you're gonna be in the room, blast some gospel music, not contemporary gospel music, because you could like close your eyes and sometimes get the groove of it, and you might think it's like a sexy song. Depending on, you could like block some of the words out. You know what I'm saying? But you want to turn on one of them like, oh, amazing grace. You can't get it popping out, Amazing Grace.
I don't know, man. I think that I know about some couples that are married that I might tell you another story or two. It might be some kids that was formed by Amazing Grace.
I'm not messing with you right now. I'm not, boss. Let me do this real quick. They was like, who is that? I was like, Tone. They was like, what? You made an interview with Tone? You're not interviewing Tone. I was like, can you please help a black man out? If you really care about him, you care about my career, if you care about a young black man, just let me do this interview. No, you're not doing no Tone interview. So I said, deuces. I left, I picked up my stuff, walked out, got on the phone with Tone. I told him what happened, and we ended up talking for like an hour and some change, just talking about the industry and how crazy it is, man. I wish that the conversation that we had in the car on the car ride home would have been recorded on the air, because he dropped some jewels that night, man. He encouraged me so much, man.
Gen Genius Incorporated. Generation Genius, so listeners act right. Generation Genius. I don't know, it's a Generation Genius thing.